Wonderful weather here in the high 10. Let's get down to business pertaining to this Shannon Sharpe, Shaquille O'Neal crazy nonsense. MSN is the source if you need verification. Shaquille O'Neal subtly takes shots at Matt Barnes for dragging him into Shannon Sharpe controversy. Shaquille O'Neal took matters into his own hands after an audio clip went viral on social media in which former NBA player Matt Barnes, claimed that Shaq was intentionally looking to dig up dirt on Shannon Sharpe. Sharpe is currently facing a civil lawsuit on assault allegations, with the alleged victim seeking damages $50 million. This is likely the reason why Shaq does not want to be associated with Shannon Sharpe's name in any form at the moment. Nonetheless, he took to social media and shot back at the viral audio clip, which claimed that he had problems with Sharpe and was willing to pay top dollar to whoever gave him dirt on Sharpe. In response, Shaq played out a hilarious skit in a video and said, "Hey, this is Shaq. I'm paying top dollars for information. You know where Charles Barkley is at," he said. "You know where Kenny the Jet Smith at?" Further, he captioned the post, "Damn, I got caught again. I need that info. I'm paying to top dollars. Hashtag y'all so dumb. Hashtag y'all believe anything. Hashtag Shaq is white." This is crazy. Crazy nonsense. Crazy nonsense. Oh my goodness. Hold on a minute. My screen jumped off. This is, well, try to go back. What do you all believe? What do you all believe? Us too stylish, let's I don't know what you're talking about. Hold on a minute. I'm trying to get the audio up. I thought it was gonna play. Hold on, you guys. Should have known. It's not wanting to play. Oh, I don't know. We'll worry about it later. I want to finish this because this article's a bit winded.
Information. You know where Kenny the Jet Smith at?
Yes, I got Kenny too. I know exactly where he's at.
Okay, now this one right here gets you going dead. I'm gonna give you some motherfucking big dollars. Do you know where Ernie Johnson is at?
Ooh, let me work on that one right quick. That's a tough one.
Alright, and remember, I'm paying top dollar for all that information. I love you, boy. Hey, don't tell nobody.
Alright, one.
Alright, go. Hey, this is Shaq. I'm paying top dollar information. You know where Charles Barkley's at?
Yeah, I know where Charles is at. I got him.
Alright, I'm also paying information. You know where Kenny the Jet Smith at?
Yes, I got Kenny too. I know exactly where he's at.
Okay, now this one right here gets you going dead. I'm gonna give you some motherfucking big dollars. Do you know where Ernie Johnson is at?
Ooh, let me work on that one right quick. That's a tough one.
Alright, and remember, I'm paying top dollar for all that information. I love you, boy. Hey, don't tell nobody.
Alright, one.
Alright, go. Hey, this is Shaq.
That's Shaq.
Hey, this is Shaq. I'm paying top.
Shaquille O'Neal, everybody, with some crazy nonsense pertaining to this alleged beef with Mr. Shannon Sharpe. What did the audio clip claim about Shaquille O'Neal? The controversial audio here initially was leaked in March, but has now come to prominence amid the Shannon Sharpe controversy. Shaq said he's paying top dollars for any information on our boy Shannon Sharpe. He is heard saying, and he said, please keep it quiet. He said that Shannon did some shit bad to him a while back, and he's been off on him, so that's why he's doing this. He further added, I don't know really what all this is about, but anyway, Shaquille O'Neal and Shannon Sharpe's feud goes back to the 1990s. According to ex-ESPN reporter Jason Whitlock last year, the feud came out in public after a disagreement over who should be the NBA MVP. Matt Barnes claimed this audio was doctored by AI. Wait a minute. What? Matt Barnes claimed this audio was doctored by AI and threatened legal action on several people who made this audio go viral. So he's got a problem with Miss Tasha K. He says Matt Barnes allegedly spills wine on Shannon Sharpe, but now he's in Tasha K's DMs threatening to sue, claims the audio is all AI. So is this true that this audio is not Matt and it's made up? Check out my shorts on that, on my take on this Matt Barnes BS. If it is AI, forgive the queen. I'm trying to figure out why would you be talking about something on a recorded line and then it gets leaked. So I don't really know what all this is about. So let's go back to last year. Last year, Shaquille O'Neal and Shannon Sharpe's feud went public after their disagreement over who deserves to be the NBA MVP. I still like to want to say Miss Sharpe. Mr. Sharpe took it personally when Shaq said Jokic, is not as dominant as he was in his prime. Sharpe went on to say Shaq, is envious of the fact that his name is not included in the greatest basketball players of all time. Well, wouldn't Shaq compare himself to who he's talking about if he was jealous or envious? Okay. To this, O'Neal responded, shows how smart you are and how you say anything to get clicks. So here's some clickbait for you. O'Neal further suggested that Sharpe can't speak on him because he isn't ranked in the top 10 in his profession. O'Neal additionally told Sharpe, don't forget, I know what you did to get where you at. Me jealous sounds like you jealous. Shannon Sharpe publicly concluded this beef and said he has no issues with Shaq. He told People.com in his concluding remarks, I mean, I don't have no problem with Shaq. He said what he said. I'm ready to move on. Moreover, just a month after the feud, Sharpe even ranked Shaq as the third greatest center of all time. While Matt Barnes has claimed this audio is doctored, O'Neal has confirmed there is no merit to any information in the clip. Whether or not Shaq actually looked for dirt on Sharpe remains a mystery, but it is clear that Shaq wants to distance himself from the situation by slamming it before it gets blown out of proportion. I don't know what the hell is going on with any of these people, but it just seems absolutely crazy. My day's going good. Yep, I'm going to get some fried chicken here in a minute. I sure am. And I'm going to invite your mama over because I know how she likes a nice little piece of thigh. Anyway, Shaq basically is just tooting his own horn. I've done well, excel well, I'm rich, I'm wealthy, I'm well off. I've made my money. That's what I heard on someone else's network, allegedly that he said. I've made my money, I've made my rank. I got my rank. Shannon says there's nothing to whatever. Well, my thing is this, men talk a lot of junk when it comes to sports. That's just what men do. That's no secret. But whatever is going on with this past situation between Shannon and Shaq, I don't know. There's something about back in the 90s. So what happened back in the 90s? One rumor I heard, don't know if it's true, so it's just alleged, that it had something to do with a woman. Don't know if that's true. So I don't know if this is about sports opinions, a woman, a lady, a dog. I have no idea, but all of y'all too old for this. Now, Matt Barnes was in somebody's DM. It looks like Tasha K's. And I guess accusing her of this shenanigans with this AI-generated audio. But the thing he always has to remember is that if somebody sent it to her, it doesn't mean that she made it up. She just happens to play it. But it doesn't mean that she made it or manufactured it. That's what people have to understand about faux information. Somebody could pass it to somebody, but it doesn't mean they are the author of it. But some people argue and say, well, you're passing along, so you're just guilty as a person who made it up. I don't know what's really going on with all these people, but it's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. So if there's no issue with these gentlemen, then there should be nothing else said from Mr. Barnes, from Shaquille O'Neal, and from Shannon Sharpe. And as for the Shannon Sharpe nonsense with these allegations, he needs to just be quiet. Don't talk about these women. Don't say anything else about them. Let your lawyer do the talking. Let your lawyer do the talking. Don't say anything else about any of these women. And as I've said before in my commentary pertaining to Shannon Sharpe, I don't know who else is going to jump out of a cape pertaining to a sexual allegation, but Lord have mercy. It can't get no worse. It can't get no worse. Will it turn into criminal? I don't know. But that's up for a judge to decide if there's merit, on the allegation from this one lady, Miss Zuniga. They were in a sexual relationship, and I just think she's scorned. And like I said before in my commentary, I'm not here to say that he has not sexually assaulted a woman before, but I think in this instance, due to their type of relationship, the things he has released as far as text messages, the type of business they did behind closed doors, it will be very hard for a judge to say, yes, I believe this man has sexually assaulted you A through Z, this day, that day, because of the type of things you all were participating in, and you're going to have to bring me verifiable proof that he assaulted you, besides an edited tape. Now, once again, you're innocent until proven guilty. Shaquille O'Neal, I do hope you all put this little puppy to bed, because everyone is entitled to his or her opinion about an athlete who they think should be the MVP, blah, blah, blah. But it's no need of you all getting your panties all up in a knot over petty conversations. Because I did wonder about that Matt Barnes audio. I said to myself, I know damn well Matt ain't went and said something and then was recorded. So whoever he was with, then they would have had to record it. Or he leaked it himself. So let's ask this, and I'm going to check out of here. Is the audio real or not? Matt, is it real? And if it's not real, why would someone want to do that to you? Why would someone want to put your name into this nasty fiasco with Shaq and Shannon? Why would somebody want to do that? I'm curious. Why? I don't know. Hello. Nice to have you. That's the latest, everybody. I'm still trying to figure out what this feud is about. O'Neal, Shannon, Sharpe feud goes back to the 1990s, according to ex-ESPN reporter Jason Whitlock. And then they were feuding over the NBA MVP last year because of who Shaq gave his commentary. Which my thing is, that was Shaq's opinion. If he thought that guy was the best, not the best, I mean, what is there to argue about? See, that's why I said men are just as petty as women. They argue over stupid stuff. I've seen men damn near get heated in a bar and let them tell, oh, we're just talking sports. And you're looking back like, well, it look like y'all about to start fighting. So they're just as petty as women. Well, let me read this right quick. And then I'm going to check out of here. This is from Matt Barnes' social media page, allegedly. Y'all keep playing, and I'm going to sue you for this SHIT. This AI doctored auto. Y'all some clowns. Then he says again, y'all post me again with some BS, and I'm going to sue you. Wow. So they're saying he slid into Tasha K's, allegedly, DM, threatening to sue, saying the clip was AI. I don't know. And this is from Miss Tasha K's profile, Unwind Tasha K. It's got the screenshot underneath. Well, Tasha K, I hate to have you get yourself wrapped up in any more drama, because you have been sued before by a certain celebrity, and she won. And so, Lord knows you don't need any more payouts and allegations of doctoring information and gossiping. But that is what she does. She talks about people just like what I do up here. That's why you're supposed to use the word alleged. So I don't know. Matt says he didn't say these things. So who is that on the tape? It's AI generated. So that means it's what? Just a, what do you call it? A doctored voice that mimics Matt Barnes. So we got Shannon saying there isn't a problem. We've got Matt Barnes saying it's AI generated. And Shaq is counting his coins and living his best life. So this should be put to bed. That's my commentary, everybody. That's my commentary. Like, share, subscribe, drop your comments below this video. Take the polls on my community page. I will put up a poll about the AI generated. If you believe it's AI generated, or do you believe it's Mr. Barnes speaking? Will they put this to bed? and let it go? And also, is Shaq paying top dollar to get information on Shannon Sharpe? Would he be that type of guy to want to pay to get dirt on him? As one YouTuber said on their channel. 3 weeks later, here comes this allegation by a certain female, Miss Zuniga, against Mr. Sharpe. But you got to prove that they know each other, Zuniga and Shaq, that they got into cahoots. And then you got to say, what would Shaq get out of it? Because she's got a top lawyer, Mr. Bugsby. How would Shaq fit into that? Just saying. How would Shaq fit into that? Because she's got her own attorney and suing. So I don't know how Shaquille O'Neal would fit into the setup. Alleged setup. Lord have mercy. If this ain't Days of Our Lives and All My Children, that's all this mess is. A bunch of black folks that need to sit down somewhere because y'all look stupid. And you all are men. It's not like we're talking about women. We're talking about grown-ass men who are all at least 40 and over. One's my age, a year younger than me. Shaq's 53. Hell, I'm 54. And Mr. Shannon is 56. He's almost 60. So this should be put to bed because this is some silly nonsense and it's childish. And this is why sometimes you need to think before speaking. And as someone said in the comment section under my my short, Shay obviously was like a little gossip columnist talking about people in certain type of subject matters. Now he is his own subject matter. And that's usually what happens sometimes when people have talk shows where they talk about, dicey subject matters. Their lives end up being put under the microscope, and now people are discussing them in a negative fashion. So now he probably won't have anybody on the leather couches talking about he said and she said and this and that, because now he's the talking point of the hour. How's he going to fare? I don't know. Once again, as I said, it's going to be up to a judge to decide if anything said by Miss Zuniga is considered criminal, if she has a receipt to prove it, and if she has an edited tape, that's not going to help her. That's not going to help her at all. As far as that other lady, Michelle, that he dated years ago, she has a lawsuit that's still in the works. He has not paid her, and he also dated her for a long time. So I don't know what to say about that either. Then there's the other person that he paid. They said where he worked at CBS, he had got into some shenanigans with a female there. Paid her a lump sum of money. Don't know how much he paid her. Don't know what it was about. But I find that also bizarre. So really right now he's 3-0. Not 2-0, but 3-0. It ain't looking good. So like I said, who else is going to jump out of a hat with a lawsuit and an accusation? And as for anybody getting offended, as I told one female who got offended, I thought, obviously you don't follow my content. I'm not rooting for Shannon. I'm just saying this story with Ms. Zuniga doesn't sound real. But it's not to say that he has not forced himself on a woman sexually. I don't know Shannon Sharpe from a can of paint. I don't know what he does behind closed doors. I really don't give a fuck. Okay, I'm just repeating the latest news. That's it. When I go to sleep, I'm not thinking about Shaquille O'Neal, Matt Barnes, or Shannon Sharpe. Okay? It's the latest story. I'm bringing you the information. But I'm not about to sit here and say what he did and what he didn't do. I'm only saying it sounds strange, this accusation from this woman, but he could be a kitty stealer. Why'd you get offended by that? Me saying in my short, does he like to steal the kitty? Who's to say that he don't steal the kitty? Do you know him personally? Shannon Sharpe? Do you know Shannon Sharpe personally? Hell no, you don't know him. Just like I don't know him. So I ain't about to say what that man do and don't do. But what I am saying, he could be a kitty stealer. But also this lawsuit by this lady sounds fictitious and made up. But did he ever rape the lady? I can't say. I'm not in his drawers. I ain't in hers. I'm just saying, asking for money a day before rape sounds strange. Being raped in 24 sounds strange. Several times, allegedly. To only be raped again in 25. So why would you be going around your rapists? Exactly. Like, share, subscribe, drop your comments below this video. Take the polls on my community page. Follow me on the Newsbreak app. And if you'd like to donate to this great network, $sign Angie 129 Cash App. Stickers and chats are always welcome during the live stream. Hello, Black Beauty. Hello, love. Thank you all so much for joining me. Short live, everybody. I got to get out of here. I got to eat something. About to pass out. I'm going to come back. We're going to talk about something really crazy. I'll probably do it in a short. But this is about an incident that took place on a Southwest airline. I ain't going to repeat it during this live. I'll surprise you. See you later. Bye. Have a good week, everybody. You've been listening to the Mod Excel. Thank you.